when you're talking about diagnostic questions, you're really dealing with the issue of what's called difference versus disorder. Is the child's current language development reflective of a difference? That is, that they are culturally, linguistically different, they're not a native English speaker, so it's a circumstantial issue, or is it reflective of a disorder, something that might be an intrinsic speech-language delay? And the only way to tell that difference is to have a basis for comparing the exposure that an individual has had in the language in which you're measuring to other individuals with the same level or similar levels of exposure in that language. There isn't any other way to do it. If you use monolingual norms, for example, you will then get very low scores. And this will indicate low performance, where everybody might then be inclined to think this indicates a speech-language disorder. But that would be wrong. The normal process of second language acquisition does place children sometimes, depending on educational programming and other factors, behind developmentally. But not because they are intrinsically incapable, but because they are being compared to individuals with far more development in that language. That's what's unique about language. It's a developmental process you can start at any point in your life. You don't have to start at birth. You can start at age 5 like I did. You can start at age 10, age 15, age 50. It doesn't really matter. So to compare your development, though, you must take into account how much exposure you've had in that language. And that's what the ELL norms do. So it provides the only fair and equitable basis for making a determination as to whether the normal process of second language acquisition is going the way that it should be going in an English learner, or perhaps not. That would then be an indication that this is something you should be concerned about, because then the score that you get will be a low score, but it will be a low score in comparison to similar individuals with similar levels of English exposure. That's the way to be able to make that distinction between difference versus disorder.